What's going on, guys? Aaron Goldsten here, and in this video I'd like to share with you basically the 4 levels. There are 4 levels that anybody can be when trying to achieve anything, and there's only one level where things really compound. There's only one level where when it comes to money you get paid disproportionate to the amount of effort you're putting in and where you really get rewarded. And then the 3 levels underneath it, you get punished. And you will see why this is. And you will see why you don't get rewarded disproportionate. So you could be here and you get rewarded here. Then you could be here, you get rewarded here. You could be here, so you could be good. And you don't get rewarded for being good. You get rewarded for being under good. But then there's a next level, the highest level. And then boom, that's when the stars are the limit. That's when you get rewarded more than the level you're at. So let's look at the first level. The first level is poor. If you're a poor performer, if you're a poor or bad performer, how do you get rewarded? Do you get rewarded poorly? Well, let's think about it. If you're a salesperson and you're a poor salesperson, do you get rewarded poorly? If you're an employee and you do a poor job working, do you get rewarded poorly? No, you get booted. You get fired. If you own a business and you're a poor performer, the business goes under. It's not like you just make enough to get by. You're out. The business is under. You're not keeping up. You're done. Then there's good. And a lot of people get stuck in good. A lot of people think if you could be good, then good enough is good enough. Well, that's what they say in a lot of the books that try to make you feel good. But let's think about how it is realistically. Is good enough good enough? I've had people and they will comment things like, I tried to raise my kids real good and I don't understand. They're doing drugs or they're in a gang or they didn't, follow in my footsteps. I was a good parent. Why is it? And I don't want to tell them this, but the reason is because that's the problem. They were only good enough. They were good enough to influence their kids in some ways, but not in all the ways they wanted to influence them, and that's why their kids are in the situation that they're in. Then the next level is great. You got poor, good, and great. Great is great where you want to be. Is great where you want to strive for. Being great, guys, it has benefits. You will see benefits when you are great. When you are right there and you are great, things will be happening. You'll be making money. But there's a level above great, and the level is just this. It's not a big leap. It might be 10, 15, 20% more that's above great. That's called outstanding. And when you reach the level of outstanding, you will get paid disproportionate to the amount of effort that you put in. When I was promoting, it was me and my business partner, and one of our top promoters was great. He was in between good and great. He was above good. He was better than a good promoter. He was getting pretty close to great. Me and my business partner were only doing things 15 to 20% better than he was. But because he was working for us and wasn't getting a percentage, and he would make $200 to $300 a week, and we would make $2 to $3 grand a week. Because when you can go from great to outstanding, it's just a little bit better, 10, 15, 20% better, you get paid disproportionate. Think about the fight. What was that recent fight that happened, I guess it was a few weeks ago now. Who was the fight with Mayweather versus I forget the guy's last name. We probably watched it, right? Those guys were right. Those guys were at the top of the top. But one of them was a little bit better than the other one. And Mayweather, being a little bit better in the environment he was in, got paid disproportionate. I forget the amount, but I think, and guys, don't quote me. I'm sure there's someone out there that's going to know the statistics better, but I think McGregor got $30 million, and then Mayweather got $100 million, and then one of them, when they won, they got paid, I believe it was a lot more, right? Guys, they had $30 million, $100 million, millions, hundreds of millions of dollars more for winning because of the sponsors and the pay and all that. That's a big difference. Just being a little bit better, guys, makes you significantly more money. So what I'd like you to take after this is if you want to win, if you want to get rich, you don't want to strive for being poor. You don't want to strive for being good. You don't want to strive for being great. You want to strive for being at the top. You want to strive for being number one. You want to be outstanding.